Hi everyone, this is Elizabeth from the Community Library, and for today's tech tips, I'm going to be going over how to use LinkedIn Learning with your library card. So this is going to be an overview just on how to get started with LinkedIn Learning. So what is LinkedIn Learning? It was formerly known as lynda.com, and it's a website that you can use with your library card. So you just sign in with your library card and PIN, and then you have access to more than 4,000 courses, like video courses on technical skills, creative skills, and business strategies. And they're all available free with your library card. So just as a quick overview, these are generally like video courses that you can follow along. You sign up for the course, take the whole course, and then you have learned new skills. And I'm going to go through a demo on how to use it. But just as an overview, there's basically like three different kinds of courses they have. There's technology courses, so things like computer programming, IT management, web design, and also courses on different software like Google or Microsoft Office. There's also creative courses, so things on graphic design, art, 3D animation, and how to use things like Adobe, the Creative Suite, so Photoshop and InDesign. And finally, there's business courses. So these are things that are more like soft skills. So they're things that can help you in your career. So, like public speaking, marketing, diversity, and dealing with workplace issues. So these are all going to be covered in LinkedIn Learning. So next, I'm just going to do a little demo walkthrough showing you how to get to LinkedIn Learning and how to sign in. So let's get started with that. So to get to LinkedIn Learning, probably the easiest way to do it is through our website. So here I'm at communitylib.org, so communitylib.org, and this is our homepage. So once you get here, if you go to this little list of options on the left-hand side, we're going to click on Online Databases, and this will take you to all of the digital resources we have at the library. And as you'll notice, they're kind of listed alphabetically here in this grid. So we're going to go down to LinkedIn Learning. And once you click on that, it's going to take you to the website. So we're inviting you to do LinkedIn Learning. So we're going to get started with our library card. And here you're just going to enter the library card number. Since I've done this before, it has it already. And then you're also going to enter your PIN. This, if you're not sure what it is, it's usually the last four digits of your phone number. If not, we can always check it at the library if you give us a call. So we're going to sign in. And then when you first sign in, it's going to kind of ask you to give some options or select something so it can better find courses for you. So we're going to sounds good. So then we're going to tell LinkedIn Learning what we're interested in. So as you can see, there's business, technology, and creative topics, just like I mentioned before. So we'll just click some that we're interested in. So let's see, career development, project management. And you can just kind of go through and just click any of these that you're interested in, and you can always change these later on, which I will show you later on. And we'll do recording and then continue. So then you can also set goals if you want to, for how much you want to do each week. All right, so now we are all signed into LinkedIn Learning. And I'm going to go over what we're looking at here and how to navigate LinkedIn Learning. So now that we're all signed in, I'm just going to go over this homepage here and how to navigate LinkedIn Learning. So if we first start out up here, this top bar has a lot of options for navigation. So we have the logo for LinkedIn Learning, and if you click this, it will always take you back to this homepage. There's also the option to browse for courses. So if you just want to see everything that's available, you can click on the browse, or you can also search for specific skills or software. So if you know you want to learn about Google Drive, you can type that in there and it will give you a list of all the courses. There's also the home button, which will also take you back to this home screen. There's the My Learning button, which will show you any courses that you are signed up for or have started taking or have completed. There's also notifications, and there's your profile here. So that's the main top bar, and that's a great way to, if you get confused or get lost, you can always click up to this top bar to get where you want to go. Then again, here further down this homepage, you can see if you want to set a goal to remind you. You can also see any courses in progress here, and then it will also give you some suggestions. So these are courses that it recommends based on those skills that we clicked. There's also new releases and also the top courses for the week. So now that we are all signed in, how do you find a course you want to take? So the first thing I mentioned before is browse. So when we click on browse, it's going to give us kind of broad categories or subject areas that we can look for. And just like before, they're related to business, creative, or technology topics. So right now we're on the business section, so you can see all the big subject areas and then more specific options. And then if we click on creative, it will give us those subjects, or technology. You can pick one of these. So just to show what it looks like, let's say you're interested in job searching. So once you click on that, it will take you to a list of all of the resources that are available. So there's a few different things that you can do. So we have courses, which are short, hour-ish long, contained courses. So when you take this, it'll be complete. There's also audio, so things like podcasts, or there's also shorter videos. And one thing I did want to mention too is learning paths. So if I click on this, hopefully it will show us. So learning paths are basically a curated collection of smaller courses that are specific to a specific goal or career path. So for this example, it's become a successful job hunter. So you can start this learning path, and then you will be put on the path to take 11 of these smaller courses that by the end you will be able to earn a certificate and be a better job hunter. Of course, you can always take these courses by themselves, but these learning paths are just ways to have a more curated selection, so you're not having to jump all around. So that's an example of browsing. But what you can also do, like I said before, is search for specific skills or software. So one thing that I really like learning about is Google Drive. I like learning about how to better organize myself. And as you can see here, right when I typed in Google, it gives up suggestions on different courses or searches. It's just kind of like how Google does autocomplete. This is that version. So actually, I might click on Google Workspace. And so this is going to give me all of the courses that are related to Google Workspace. So there's Google Drive, Google Calendar, and all that good stuff. So those are the best two ways to find courses that you want to take. So now that you've found one, how do you actually take the course? So what you can do is either click on the image of the course that you want to take, or you click on the title. What you can also do is save it for later. So say, for example, you don't want to take it right now, but you just want to have it for later. You can just hit save, and I'll show you how to find that later on. But let's take this Google Calendar training. So I'm going to click on the title. And here, this is the course page. So it's kind of overwhelming, but I'm going to go over just the basics on how to get yourself oriented when you're taking courses on LinkedIn Learning. So on the left here, you can see the content. So each course is made up of like a few sections and then even smaller broken down short videos. and then sometimes a quiz at the end. And this is just so you can see kind of the outline of the course and also jump around if you want to. You can also, if you see this little thing, it looks kind of like a flag or a bookmark. If you click that, it'll allow you to save just the little section. So if you don't want to save a whole video, you can save the shorter videos. Say you just want to remind yourself how to set notifications, you can save that. So that'll give you kind of a outline to follow. And then here is the video course. So you can see there's the title. You can save the course from here. You can also add it to a playlist if you wanted to. And then there's also some options for the video settings. So if you want to fast forward, you can click and drag the mouse. You can also skip ahead or skip back. So say you missed something while you were taking notes, you can skip back 10 seconds. There's also the playback speed. So if you feel like they're going too fast, you can make it slower. And there's also closed captions available. And then if we go down just a little bit here, we can see more information about the course. So you can also see the instructor. And if you click on the name of the instructor, it will take you to all of the courses that they have made for LinkedIn Learning. She is actually really great, Jess Stratton. I've taken a lot of her courses on Google products, and they're really fantastic. So if you liked this one and you wanted to find more of hers, you could click on her name and it'll take you to all of them. Then you can also see some course details, so a summary and different learning objectives. There's also certificates that you will earn at the end of the course. And there's also related courses over here, so different Google things. There's also a little notebook here, so if you don't like taking handwritten notes while the video is playing, you are able to type notes here, and it will save them for later. And if you prefer to read the transcript as well, there is a transcript available. Okay, so now that we have become a little more oriented to what it looks like when you're taking a course, how are we going to keep track of the courses that we're taking? So how do you find it once you leave for a day and come back and want to start up again? So there's the best way to do this is you can go to My Learning here on the top navigation bar. And when you click on that, it will give you some options here. So there's In Progress. So this is a course that I've started but haven't finished yet. And then it also has a section for Saved. So these are items that are courses that I saved but haven't started yet, but I would like to get to. And here you can also see there's an option to create collections. So this can be handy if you have a few different topics you want to learn. Say I want to create a collection for just the Google Workspace. I could add to a collection and that way I would be able just to create it, make it a little more organized. And then if you go here, you can see the collection that I've created. There's also your history. This will show when you've completed courses. And if you remember when we first logged in and asked us to pick some skills, this is where you can find those skills and also change them or get rid of them if you want to switch out the skills that you are learning. So that is the basic overview of how to use LinkedIn Learning. Like I said, there's a lot of content available, but it's great to check out if you are just getting back into the workforce or looking for a job or just looking to refresh your skills with something like Excel or Google. And before we finish up, I did want to mention we do have this LinkedIn Learning, which is great if you want to learn on a computer, but we also have a bunch of books available if you prefer having something physical in front of you when you're learning this kind of stuff. So the two main sections I wanted to mention, so technology, books like the Office 365 or like how to use computers or apps, that will be in our technology section in the nonfiction area. And the Dewey numbers for those are usually 004 to 006. So if you go to right at the front of the nonfiction, that's where most of the books on like technology and computers will be. But if you're looking for books on businesses and careers, resumes, that kind of stuff, that will be in 650 to 659 normally. As long as you go to that section, you'll find them. But we have books on like personality tests, like what color is your parachute, tips for writing your resume or how to get hired, and all that kind of stuff. So is a lot of books available in our collection. And if you need any help finding any of these, feel free. You can always ask at our information desk and we will help you find them. And that's all I had for today. I hope that was helpful in getting you started in LinkedIn Learning. If you have any questions about how to use it or you're having trouble, you can always email me at eohara@communitylib.org, or feel free to give us a call and we can help you get started with it. Thanks for watching.